Chelsea, a team that has spent over $1 billion on transfers recently, and now on top of that has signed Mauricio Pochettino, a former coach of a rival squad in London, and things are not looking as good. As you guys know, Chelsea is currently in the 10th position in the Premier League. Things were actually looking even worse before a couple of matches, but right now they are on 12 games with 4 wins, 4 draws, and 4 losses, and 12 points behind the league leaders, Manchester City. Now the question is, what are we doing here? Rebuilding Chelsea would be quite easy, right? Because if you think of this squad, you know for a fact that my budget is going to be insane. I will have so much money to spend at this club that I can just basically buy Mbappe all over again, right? I'm not going to do that. The reason why I want to rebuild Chelsea and the way I want to do it is I want to go ahead and see how long can this squad that they have last them? How long can we keep these players in this squad and build on them before having to bring in new players? So I'm going to give myself a challenge. For as long as I possibly can, I will not be making any transfers. And that fits in because if you guys remember, Chelsea have been giving Enzo Fernandez, Mudryk, all these new players that they have brought in 8-year contracts. So they are trusting them, right? Let's see if that is going to work out. Chelsea, it's time to rebuild you. Poch, thank you very much for putting on your short shorts and your red socks. Very stylish, my friend. Now, that starting 11 that you see on the left-hand side is the one that Chelsea had in the massive, incredible 4-4 draw against Manchester City, making it possible for Liverpool to go ahead and beat Manchester City after the international break to get that first position. I'm just dreaming over here. But guys, this is it, okay? So they played with the likes of Nicholas Jackson up front, who obviously scored, I believe, a hat-trick against Spurs, and now has scored a goal against Manchester City as well. Conor Gallagher has been really good lately. I've been really enjoying his resurgence in that squad, but most importantly, Cole Palmer. This guy has come in and has been so impressive. To score that penalty in the last minute of the game, to score against your own side from just a couple of months ago. There's even footage of Palmer walking up to a group of Manchester City players, standing over a free kick and just trying to listen in. It's just crazy. So he managed to score that goal. He seems to be very good on those penalties, and he's a youngster still. And the same goes for so many players. Enzo, in my opinion, one of the best midfielders in world football, who currently cannot get the best out of himself at Chelsea because the team isn't performing to that level. But still, Enzo, if he stays at Chelsea for the next 5-6 years, he's going to be a legend at this club. I'm telling you right now. Caicedo obviously joining from Brighton as well. You have Sterling on the left-hand side, who this season has had some incredible moments. And I'm surprised he's not part of the England setup as well. Chilwell, who obviously actually wasn't playing last time around. It was Cucurella playing in that matchup. Silva is still playing, scored a goal against Manchester City as well. The man is old as hell, 38 years old, and still putting up good performances, still surprising so many people that he's capable of playing on this level. Disasi plays next to him, and this joke is so easy to make, but sometimes he's a disaster at the back, I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of Disasi. For me personally, the likes of Badiashile and Colwill are probably twice as good. That's just me. I don't know what you guys believe about that. Let me know in the comments down below. But Reece James, if he can stay clear of injuries, is obviously a monster of a right back. Sanchez, I'm not sold on yet. I gotta be honest, Chelsea keep making these odd decisions for goalkeepers. Kepa now left to Real Madrid. Sanchez is here. Kepa has been doing really well at Real Madrid from what I could see so far. So I really wonder what the dynamic is going to be later on. But still, like, Nkunku, people seem to forget this guy is still yet to implement himself into this Chelsea squad. He's so good. I've watched him in the Bundesliga for the past few years, and Nkunku is going to be ridiculous. Once he's healthy, he should really go into the center forward position or cam position and just go ham. That's what he's going to do, and I fully expect that. And on the bench as well, you have Madueke, who's been great at PSV Eindhoven last season. Mudryk, who obviously came in from Shakhtar for big money, even though he was linked to Arsenal. And then you have the likes of Badiashile and Colwill, who are ready to go. Petrovic, by the way, a great young goalkeeper. Just like Slonina, another goalkeeper that Chelsea have gotten from the MLS. These guys are really big talents. So Watch out for them. Petrovic maybe at some point could be a starter for Chelsea. I could see that happen. Fofana, again, like, so much better than Disassi, but obviously, again, injured. The injuries have been really bad to this squad. Malo Gusto, big talent. Chalobah is probably going to move away, I'm hearing. But Martin, who has done incredible last season for the likes of Burnley. Romeo Lavia, who was a big transfer topic there as well in the summer in between Liverpool and Chelsea. Chukwu, who's obviously a big one as well. So you can just tell, if we keep a hold of all these players, we might genuinely have a ridiculous team moving forward. If these guys fulfill their potential, Bowie might look like an absolute genius in 5 years' time. But obviously, titles are what's important. And that is something that Chelsea this season probably won't be getting. Next season, who knows? I can see Chelsea doing much better next year if they sort out a few issues in the squad. But we are relying on what's available, and let's see how we're going to deal with that. I need to be very smart with how I loan out players, which ones I start to implement into the team, which ones get playtime. Let's see what decisions we will come up with. Chelsea in the past have been known for loaning out all their players to all the clubs around the world, right? So let's do that again. Chukwu goes to Southampton. Cole Palmer, originally, I would love to start him, but his rating is just so low. I can't do that. He just wouldn't start because I have so many players in his position that are higher rated. So I'm going to send him out on loan to Crystal Palace, and hopefully he comes back one day. I want him to be a starter in this squad. Washington is going over to Racing Club, back to South America. We have Martin going out to Aston Villa. Colwill is going to Feyenoord. Oh boy, that would be an insane loan. Ugo Chukwu has gone to Fener, Romeo Lavia to Sporting, Chalobah to Nottingham Forest. And with that, this is now the team that is going to be playing this season. I am actually seeing that Nkunku is supposed to be back quite soon from his injury, so that's a good one. And I don't know why Fofana keeps not being injured. I've injured him 3 or 4 times already. He just keeps popping up. And now the first season has ended, and the team comes into the 4th position with 70 points. Arsenal on 79, winning the league title over the likes of Newcastle United due to goal difference only. Liverpool, United, and Spurs have finished below us, which is impressive if you think about that. As we go through the first season, let me know in the comments, where do you think Chelsea will end up this season? Because recently, their form has been picking up somewhat, even though the results haven't been perfect. Wins left, right, and centre haven't happened yet. I do still believe that Chelsea could go on a decent run, and other teams, like Tottenham, for example, could be dropping off a little bit now due to the injury worries hitting that squad. Let me know what you think. Do you think they will get top 4 in the comments down below? Yes, top 4 actually. But hey, here we go. How is things with the squad? We see Sterling on an 85, Madueke on an 81, Thiago Silva down to an 80. He's going to get dropped, and we're going to have Badiashile take over. Fofana was injured, dropped in his overall rating. Finally, the injury worked, and Cucurella has taken a position over from Chilwell. He was higher rated, and Chilwell actually requested a transfer. That is a big issue for us to deal with, but Disassi has gone up to an 81. Impressive. I actually kind of like that. What I really like about Disassi is his physicality. Like, this guy's 6'3". He's quite the big one. Next to Badiashile, these two are massive lads who both have played alongside each other in Monaco already, so that could be an interesting partnership. But I truly believe that Fofana and especially Colwill are the ones that we need to build upon for the future of Chelsea. Nkunku has gone up to an 88. He's the highest rated player, and right after him we have Enzo Fernandez. Now, the performance from the striker is going to be very important. Ooh, Sterling 36-3. Oh my god, bro. He carried this squad completely by himself. 27 goals in a Prem. Nicholas Jackson only coming in with 11-2, and that is clearly the biggest issue, but he has gone up by +4, and he's only 22 years old. There's plenty of time to build upon Nicholas Jackson. If this was a regular rebuild, I probably would have bought Osimhen already, but Nicholas Jackson, I'm trusting you, just like I'm trusting the rest of the squad, and Nkunku coming in with 10-15 is a good sign for the future as well. Next season, Fofana is back, and a lot of the loaned out players should be back too. And let me just quickly check what rating some of these guys are going to come in. We have Nkunku becoming a cam and going up to an 89. Oh god, okay. But yeah, Lukaku coming back. He's going to be 31 years old, 84 rated. I'm going to sell him just to let you know. Kepa, 82 rated, 29 years old. Sanchez, 26 years old, 81 rated. I think I want to build up on him. We have a bit more longevity in him. So Kepa, even though you might be coming back, I might send you back out on loan and keep you as an option for the future as a backup if needed. But going down further, we have Ziyech, who's going to come back. Going to sell him. Chalobah has gone up nicely, +2 for him. Mudryk has gone up by +3. That's something we got to keep in mind too. Fofana dropped by 2, but we're going to hopefully fix that next year. And some others have gone up nicely as well to become important players for us next season. But I don't necessarily see any of them going straight into the starting 11. So we might have to keep them loaned out for longer. Oh, by the way, bro, how could I forget? We have a cup final. Yes, we got top 4 and we have a cup final against Newcastle. So, hey, I don't mind. Can we win a trophy in the first season? Come on, lads. We surely can. We surely can. We won't. Nkunku, Broja, and Sterling all missed their penalties. Are you kidding? Okay. Well, we lost deservedly, it looks like. In the second season, I've made decisions on loans once again. We have let go Petrovic, and I honestly believe he might be the guy for us later on. Like, I truly believe he could be the starting goalkeeper because he has gone up to a 78 just this season. So, yeah. Angelo is going to Brighton, or Angelo, however you want to say it. Lukaku is gone, 33 million. Lewis Hall is gone to Crystal Palace. We have Kepa, who has now been sold because I do want to focus on Sanchez until Petrovic just goes past him in terms of his rating. Ziyech is gone as well. He's joining Inter. Slonina out on loan. Moreira once again. Fofana as well. Casadei. Chilwell has been sold to Manchester City because he requested a transfer. Didn't necessarily want to let him go. And Andre Santos is going to Brentford. So, looking at all that, the starting 11 looks unchanged, and that is because it is. So far, we haven't brought in any new players into the starting 11. Now, the idea is that at some point, Sterling will be replaced by the likes of Mudryk. Then, for the centre-back position, for me personally, Fofana should be in there. He has to be starting here alongside Badiashile, probably. So we'll see how that goes. Petrovic could take over the goalkeeping position very easily, and some other decisions could be made as well. We'll see how it all goes. So many years to go through until we get to those big trophies. We have failed last season in the FA Cup. Let's see what we can achieve this year. Okay, so maybe things haven't gone too well. Let me show you. We finished 7th this time around, 65 points. Liverpool have won the league title, and this is a long journey, right? We have no transfers coming in. It is more intricate in terms of like planning and making the right decisions. So right now, the starting 11 itself is actually great. We have Reece James on an 86, obviously injured, not surprised. The defensive situation right now, Fofana has gone back up to an 80. He was a 77, as you guys know, so that's good. Mudryk is up to an 81. I actually initially wanted to loan him out. Hopefully, I still can. We have Enzo on an 89, Nkunku on a 92. Sterling on an 88, Jackson 85. Generally speaking, a very strong squad. And if we look at certain things right here, we'll see that Sterling once more was the main man. 30-year-old gets 40 goal contributions in 60 games, while Nicholas Jackson is still growing, but only gets 16 and 1. I really need him to step it up because I can't be having Sterling, a left winger, outperforming my main striker. That clearly is an issue for Chelsea as well. Like, a lot of people are saying that Chelsea should have gone for a big boy striker. I personally agree on that. If you spend $1 billion, you surely can just go ahead and spend 150 or whatever on the striker anyways and get someone like Osimhen or someone from a similar profile. And a lot of people didn't see the reason why they brought in Jackson because he only really did well for half a season and then got this massive move. Look, I'm not against him. I really hope he turns out to be a great striker, but there are still question marks. And Nkunku has done well here for us. I'm pretty pleased with that. And if we go into the ratings of our players, you'll see that a bunch of these players that we loaned out have done pretty well for themselves. Out on loan, getting +1s, +2s, +3s there as well. Cole Palmer still quite far away from actually becoming a starting 11 player for us, but I really hope he can be a part of our team soon enough. But others here are past the 75, and that really makes them good backups for the main squad. Colwell will come back with 78, 79 possibly by the time we get into the new season. And the same goes for Romeo Lavia. There's just so much talent. Like, it's actually incredible. Petrovic, 80 rated. Malo Gusto out on loan. Has gone up by +4. He requested a loan. And yeah, lads, this team is just, it's nuts. It really is. The amount of talent we have here is crazy. So it really comes down to the coaching, right? A lot of people probably ask themselves, if you have so many incredible talents, why can't you just put up a squad that easily plays for the top 5? Because I believe the Premier League is about to get the 5th position for the qualification of Champions League as well. So surely that is something that Chelsea should be trying to achieve. And now, if they go on a run for the rest of the season and they bring back players like Nkunku, we can actually see that happen. But let's go and win a title. FA Cup. Yes, FA Cup. Here it is. City coming in this time instead of Newcastle. Was it Newcastle last time? Anyways, here we go. Come on. Can we win this, please? Please. Come on, lads. I know Reece James is injured, but we lose again. We lose again. Okay. No trophies for Chelsea in the first 2 seasons. For this season, I've gone out and loaned out a bunch of the players once more. Hall, Chukwu, Palmer. We have Washington, Casades, Lonina, Morera, Santos, Angelo, Fofana, Hugo Chukwu, all out on loan alongside Petrovic, who's going to serve 1 more year at AS Roma before coming back. And then Mudryk has gone to Napoli and Gusto is going to remain at Arsenal for 1 more season. But man, we still have such a good team and so many incredible youngsters yet to come through. Like, you genuinely don't need to sign any players. Well, the Blues are going up. Look at this. Chelsea have won the title. Finally, we have gotten it done. 83 points on us. Same as Manchester City, but our goal difference is better. We have the exact same record as well. Pretty impressive to see that. And Spurs coming 7th. Any other big team really disappointing? Not really. Crystal Palace going down is a bit of a surprise. But guys, look at this. Sterling 90. Jackson now 88. If he only has like 15 goal contributions, I'm going to be mad. Madueke 88 as well. And Nkunku 93 right now. Enzo looks ridiculous alongside Caicedo. And I believe Enzo needs to be the captain because he's like the longest serving player in the team right now there for us. Alongside, obviously, actually, no, Reece James should be the one. I think I heard that in like a commentary during a Chelsea game. I think they actually meant in terms of players who aren't injured and playing. So, yeah, Enzo, there you go. Reece James, captain. Disasi and Badiashile. Now, Disasi I'm looking to get rid of. And Badiashile, I don't know. I'll decide later on. I'll show you my plan in a bit. Cucurella up to an 87, Sanchez 85, and some really, really good players above the 80 rating on the bench there for us, which is obviously going to be quite helpful. But let's win a trophy as well. This could be the second one, this time against Spurs for the double. We've lost the FA Cup trophy 2 times in a final. Oh no, I just said 3. Am I foreshadowing something? Please don't make this happen. Come on. Yes, we won on penalties. Reece James with a final penalty. There we go. Yes, that is 2 trophies now. 2 trophies in this season. A double, a domestic double for Chelsea. Champions League football coming up very soon. Now, let me show you what I've done. Halfway through the season, I actually loaned out a couple of players. Fofana 85. Let's go, dude. I loaned him out to PSG. He's returned to his homeland there and done really well. Gusto on an 82. Where's the other one? Colwell has gone up by +3. Still, not that great. I mean, in my opinion, him and obviously Colwell and also Fofana should be the ones that Chelsea should probably focus on for the future. But then again, I'm not against Badiashile. I actually really like him. So Badiashile is the left centre-back. Fofana is the right centre-back is the plan for the next season. So why wait? Let's jump in there straight away. Sterling, once again, the top goal contributor. And Jackson with only 18 and 3. Brother, you're 88 rated. What are we doing? I've noticed that Bayer Leverkusen keeps popping up in these videos in the Champions League knockout stages and all of that. And right here, we get past them. I love the fact that they're in here though, man. And after that, it's Bayern Munich. So we're staying against German opponents in the semi-final. First game is a dub. Second game is a dub as well. We are going to the Champions League final a trophy that Chelsea has won in the past. But now, with 0 transfers, despite the fact that Chelsea have a bunch of money to spend, as we can tell, we're up against Arsenal in there. That is pretty impressive. And before Bayer Leverkusen, we actually played against Barcelona. So that was a decent run of opponents, and we got here prepared for the battle. City have won the league title. Arsenal have the same amount of points as we do. Very, very interesting. Same goal difference. We have scored a bunch more goals, though. And in the FA Cup, where did we get kicked out? Oh, Leicester City kicked us out in round 6. Okay, Carabao Cup? Nope, haven't won that. So there's only 1 trophy on the line for these lads. Sterling is red carded. He cannot play. Oh, that sucks. That really does suck. But good thing is, I brought back Mudryk. So Mudryk is going to be taking over. That was initially the plan, but Sterling has been so freaking good that I basically didn't need Mudryk at all. But Jackson is up to a 90. Madueke 91, Nkunku 94, Enzo 91, Fofana 88, Badiashile 86. I mean, this team has grown so much. I'm impressed by the fact that Sanchez has gone on to develop, because I was pretty confident on Petrovic taking over, but that hasn't happened. And even, like, look at these players, bro. The amount of, like, young, incredible talent in this Chelsea squad is just crazy. If all of their players were actually fit, this Chelsea team should be way higher in the league table. It just has to be. But anyways, let's go ahead and see how we have done here in terms of performance. Jackson, please, 30 plus. Finally. Oh, man, it only took us how many years? 32 goals, 2 assists. Nkunku 30 and 18. Madueke 19 and 6. Reece James 10 and 7. Sterling only 5 goals and 10 assists this season, and he dropped down in rating. I didn't realize that. He was a 90 rated player down to an 89. Okay, so he has had his time. It's a shame, though, that he can't play here, because he was a big part of the squad going into this Champions League final. But the bench, I'm just wondering if I want to put anyone else on there as well, but I don't think I need anyone else. I have a centre-back, I have a left-back, CDM, centre-mid, striker. We just do not have a winger, and Fofana could be used as a winger, so let's put him in there, and let's dive straight into this matchup, lads. I'm ready for this. Chelsea is going to face Arsenal in this big game, and Arsenal is going to come in with Pedro Gonçalves, Adli, Gabri Veiga as new signings, alongside Simakan, Lucas Hernandez, Joao Cancelo, and Mona Mai, a youngster, a very talented player, coming into that centre-back position in front of Ramsdale, not David Raya. What do you think about that situation, by the way? Raya or Ramsdale? There was an interview that just popped up of Ramsdale saying, basically admitting that he's never, like, able to concentrate on the game of football for 90 minutes, that he needs to, like, go ahead and sing along with the songs of the fans to bring himself back into the game. All types of crazy stuff, really. And people are saying he basically already gave up in his head, and Raya is going to be the first goalkeeper for Arsenal all the time. Let me know what you think about that one as we take on this great squad. All right, then. What I want to see from this team is an overall great, dominant performance against this Arsenal side, and Nicholas Jackson scoring, because he's the one that most people have been saying is not good enough. And Mudryk's first chance was offside. Ooh, Enzo and the boys struggling. But at the end, it is Fofana. Straight into Nkunku. Jackson looking for Mudryk. He's actually very good in terms of, like, build-up play for a striker, in my opinion. I really like that about Nicholas Jackson. His interplay with his teammates is really decent. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Adli, no, you're kidding. And it's just an unnecessary goal to concede, isn't it? It just doesn't even look good. I put in a tackle. It just bounces straight off of me into his feet. 1-0 Arsenal. Completely undeserved, in my opinion. Caicedo, love that tackle. Madueke, 1v1. Yes, nice skill move. Cancelo did not expect that. Madueke still going. Cuts in into Nkunku. Nkunku, with that rating, you cannot miss inside the box. As soon as you get the space, you got to take the shot. That's a beautiful attack down that right-hand side, all due to Madueke. And then Nkunku has to finish it, and he does exactly what's needed. Saka up against Badiashile. He's not fast. He's great in duels and great in the air, but this is not what Badiashile does best. Fofana, perfect positioning, just about leads us away from conceding there. Enzo on the corner, whips it in, looking for Jackson. He goes for the near post, and they save it off the line. Nkunku again. Enzo, a slight lob towards the likes of Nicholas Jackson. Nothing comes off of it. Can we still create something here? With Cucurella given a little bit too much space, I thought maybe there was a chance. 74 minutes though. Let's bring on some of these great substitutions that we have. I'm going to go for Fofana actually. On the wing. Yep, I'm going to bring him on. And then midfield has been exceptional. I'm not going to change anything there. I think it's the only substitution. Fofana on the left. Let's go. And here's Fofana straight away. Great first touch. Good pass. Even better movement. Nkunku had it at his feet. Ooh, big mistake. Madueke. Good pass. Nicholas Jackson with an eye for his teammates. Nkunku. Nice turn. Nice twist. What? Score it, please. Let's go. I feel it. Enzo. Enzo. Nicholas Jackson. Come on. Oh, nah. Nah, you can't do that. I'm sorry. That is completely unacceptable. In a Champions League final to miss the target like that as a 90-rated striker. You know what? Jackson is out. Nkunku goes down the wing. Conor Gallagher comes on as a centre attack in mid. Yep, I'm doing that. He doesn't shoot. They do shoot after all, and I need to intervene on the line. Fofana on the run. Conor Gallagher joining in as well. Fofana keeps running. Conor Gallagher, stop running into me. Why are you running into my path? This is why. Conor Gallagher to win it all. Yes, buddy, you deserve it. He has been one of the better players of Chelsea in real life in recent games. And I completely believe that this was his moment. We haven't been able to give him that much playtime. I'm sorry, Enzo, Caicedo, Nkunku. You will not get that playtime. But this man has been sat on the bench and has not complained a single time. Like other players like Chilwell who have left us instantly after season 1 when he realized he wasn't going to be a starter. Gallagher gave it his all straight after coming on in the Champions League final to win it in the 90th minute. Can you ask for more as a coach? No, you cannot. I wish I could give him the armband right now for lifting the trophy. So with 0 incoming transfers at the end of the day, Chelsea, all you might need to do is to trust the process. Now, I gotta be honest, I genuinely believe Chelsea have the right pieces in many positions. Personally, I would like to have a proper left back, or Colwill turns into a left back and then you have Badiashile and Fofana in the center. But generally speaking, I think the weak spots of this Chelsea side at the moment are probably the fact that Nkunku is injured, the fact that Jackson hasn't been as consistent as some people would like to see it. If he carries on his recent form, that's going to be amazing. The goalkeeping position seems another one where a lot of people are wanting a world-class one like Alisson to come in, possibly. Obviously not Alisson himself, but that level of goalkeeper. I don't know, but Chelsea, man, you have a lot of pieces that could turn out to be world-class and that could take you to that trophy someday. So, lads, enjoy it. I will catch you on the next one. Let me know which rebuild to record in the comments down below. And if you can, subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to 500,000, 500,000 subscribers. And I would welcome it a lot if you could subscribe right now before leaving. Take care and peace.